Internationals are finally over until November, that is, and we are back to the Premier League. So now it's time for the preview and prediction for Newcastle United versus Brighton on Saturday. You are watching Away Mags TV. Good evening, everybody. I hope you are well on this Thursday evening. Hopefully, the music should have kicked in there. I hope you're all well this Thursday evening. We are finally back into the Premier League fixtures, and we will jump straight into the preview. There we go. You can see I'm right down here so you can see me. We are playing Brighton and Hove Albion. It will be at the Amex or the American Express Stadium. It is my worst referee that I absolutely despise. Craig Pawson has been selected to referee the game. It is a 3 o'clock kickoff, so we will have the normal 3 o'clock blackout, so you won't be able to watch it unless you're in a different country, mainly, as apparently we can't even watch our own games. We'll get to the who will win votes in a second. We're playing at the Amex Stadium, which is based in East Sussex in England. It has a capacity of 31,872. Its surface is grass, and the weather forecast for the game is looking to be roughly around the 14 degrees temperature range. There we go. Chippers, welcome in. Hope you're well. The previous standings, the last starting for both clubs in our previous games, you had Brighton line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. We were in our usual 4-3-3. This is how both teams lined up in their previous game. We had Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier and Darren Byrne on the left and right backs, with Botman and Malik Chow at centre-back. Midfield three of Bruno, Tonali and Joelinton, and the front three of Alanga, Baltamada and Gordon. And for Brighton, you had Verbruggen and a load of players probably can't even pronounce. Kadioglu, Dunk, Van Heck, Wafer, Baleba, Ayari, Minta, Gomez, Ruda, and Welbeck. Joe, welcome in. Hope you're well. Julie, welcome in. Hope you're well. Coaches, Eddie Howe for Newcastle United, Fabian Hertzler for Brighton. Where are the injuries? Here we go. Right, so missing for Brighton, we have Adam Webster, who has a knee injury. He won't be back until early January. Joel Veltman has a calf injury. He is doubtful. Jack Hinshelwood has an ankle injury. He'll be late November, so he'll be missing. Mitoma is doubtful with a foot injury, and Solly March is also doubtful with a knee injury. Ian, welcome in. Hope you're well. For Newcastle, we have Jacob Ramsey is doubtful, but I have seen some training footage where he has featured. So he is back in full training, so he very well could feature. But he's recovering from his ankle injury. Lewis Hall has a hamstring injury. He is mid-November, as it currently stands. Lewis Miley has a calf injury. He is doubtful. Tino Livramento has a knee injury. He is early December. And Johan Wissa, knee injury. He is looking for an early November return, in which I've been seeing some reports saying that he could very well not go to AFCON and kind of repay being out for so long to the club and stay with us during AFCON, which would be decent to see. Club form in our previous 5 games and in Brighton's previous 5 games. Their last game was against Wolverhampton Wanderers, which they drew 1-1. They defeated Chelsea 3-1. They beat Barnsley 6-0. Drew with Tottenham 2-2. And they lost to Bournemouth 2-1. For Newcastle, our last game was against Nottingham Forest. We picked up a 2-0 win there. Then we travelled to Belgium to face Union in the Champions League and picked up a 4-0 victory there. We lost to Arsenal 2-1, which I felt we should have really won that game. We just sat back right at the end there and it really cost us. We beat Bradford in the Carabao Cup 4-1 and we drew to Bournemouth 0-0. For the insights we have for Brighton have scored 13 goals in their last 5 matches. So they're not shy for scoring goals. That's for certain. So we're definitely going to have to be very well defensive wise against them when facing their attacking line. Brighton have been awarded the most penalties this season with 3. So even though we've got to be quite defensive against their attack line, we're also going to have to not put in too many challenges. Brighton Hove Albion haven't lost to Newcastle in their last 5 meetings, winning 3 and drawing 2. That's not a stat that I really want to see. They haven't lost to us in 5 meetings. Hopefully that changes on Saturday, but we are travelling down to Brighton. Wonder if he won't be there. He won't be there. That's what I heard as well. And oi, Wacky, welcome in. Hope you're well. The insights for Newcastle: we have scored 11 goals in our last 5 matches, so we're obviously we're not shy to scoring some goals. We have kept the most clean sheets in the competition with 5. So defensively, I think we can handle their attacking line. And Jacob Murphy has the most shots on target per match for Newcastle United with 1.4. So surprisingly, even though he's not being used that much, Jacob Murphy is kind of better on the shooting range. So about the match, there's not really anything to say about that because it's not going to be televised with it being a 3:00 kickoff. So that covers the blackout. Top goal scorers for both sides. We have Danny Welbeck for Brighton, is Brighton's top goal scorer with 2 goals this season. This is just in the Premier League, not in all competitions. He has a 6.28 rating. His expected goals, or his XG, is 2.45. He has no assists and has played 7 matches. So he does like a goal against us, but he hasn't scored that many for Brighton. some could say age could be a factor in that. For Newcastle, our top goal scorer is, I'd say it's joint top goal scorer, but in league, in just the Premier League, Nick Voltemada is our top goal scorer with 3 goals. He has a rating of 7.10. His XG is only 1.94. So somehow Danny Welbeck has a better XG. Also has no assists and has only played 4 matches. So he's pretty much near enough scored a goal every game. So Voltemada is our top goal scorer in the Premier League with 3, doing pretty well. And for a guy that rarely scores with his head, he's been scoring with his head quite a lot recently. Ramsey's supposed to be back. I thought he is. There is a short clip on X that shows the training clips, and there's a couple of glimpses of Jacob Ramsey in there. He is back to full training, so there is the possibility that he will. Where are we? That he will feature. Ankle injury, doubtful. So obviously the doubtful means that he may very well feature in the game. I do think that he will feature because Joelinton and obviously Bruno, with all their travelling and playing for Brazil, many are saying that Joelinton could very well be rested. I think Joelinton most likely will start, probably play about an hour, and then have Ramsey come on for the final half hour to get some match fitness into himself, get some minutes under his belt, and rest Joelinton for the Champions League game on Tuesday. Or it could work the other way around. Maybe rest Joelinton, give Ramsey after the first half, maybe give Ramsey about an hour, depending on how his fitness is and how training goes for him, and then bring Joelinton on just to give him a little run out. It depends on how the match goes, really. But I do think Ramsey will feature, but I think it may likely be 10, 20, 15 minutes in the second half after coming back from his injury. Tricky fixture, this one. Brighton are they are not, and as the insights have shown, they haven't lost to Newcastle in the last 5 meetings, winning 3, drawing 2. So with that, we will go to the head-to-heads. As you can see there, Brighton have beaten us 9 times. We have beaten Brighton 5 times, and we have drawn on 8 occasions. Last meeting between both sides ended in a 1-1 draw. Previous to that, Brighton knocked us out of the FA Cup with a 2-1 victory. Previous to that, Brighton beat us in the league 1-0. Previous to that, we drew 1-1 with Brighton in the league. Previous to that, Brighton beat us 3-1. Yeah, see, we've got a little theme going here. Club friendly, we beat Brighton 2-1, but not really classing that one as it was only a friendly. Then we have to go back as far as the 18th of May 2023, the last time we beat Brighton in the Premier League, or beat Brighton. Oh yeah, all right. Obviously we beat them there, but when we actually beat them in the league, it was a 4-1 win. So 2023, we are in 2025. It's been 2 years since we last beat them. That has to change, and we have to get a result. That was also at home. We drew 0-0, beat them then in 2022. I'm not seeing when we've actually... we have to go back as far as being in the Championship on the 28th of February 2017 was the last time we beat Brighton at the Amex. Let that sink in. We have to go back nearly 10 years now, 8 years since the last time we beat Brighton at the Amex. That's not good to hear, if I'm truthfully honest with you. So we have to change this into a 6. That has to definitely change into a 6. Not only to stop a 8-year run of not winning at the Amex, but also to help us in the league, which if we have a look at the league table, we're both side by side. We currently sit in 11th place in the league. 7 games played, 2 wins, 3 draws, 2 defeats. We have a +1 on the goal difference, 9 points on the board. You have Brighton just below us in 12th. Also played 7, played 1, 2, drawn 3, lost 2 as well. They've scored 10, conceded 10. So they have a even goal difference. We've scored 6, conceded 5. They also have 9 points. So we're only there with the +1. Otherwise, it could be completely different. Don't like seeing them there, or even them there either. A win, depending on how all other results go, would give us 12 points. That could boost us up to 6th, 7th place in the league. But obviously, depending on how all the other results go and all the other games, we could end up going up, we could end up going down, we could stay exactly where we are. And it's also getting a result against them at the Amex. So, yeah. Who will win? Obviously, I'm going to go for a Newcastle win, being a Newcastle fan. So, as it stands, this will definitely change over the next day. There have been 24,385, including myself, voters. 23% of those voters have gone for a Brighton win. 31% have gone for the draw, and 46% of the voters have gone for a Newcastle United victory. I'm hoping that 46% comes true. Will Burn be at left back again? You most likely will see him at left back. I hate to see him at left back. I don't want him to play at left back. I feel personally, honestly, as a fan, yes, we're doing well defensively. We're keeping Nick Pope well protected. But with Dan Burn, I've noticed in a number of games, he gets forward a hell of a lot, exposes our left side. Teams attack us down the left side. And by the time he's even got close to being back into position, the opponents have either scored or had a shot, or the ball's back in play going the other way. And he is slow. I don't like seeing him at left back. As centre back, he is absolutely amazing. He is brilliant. He's a player that wouldn't get out of the squad. At left back, I do not want to. I hate to see him there. I really do. Probably, though, Minte is a small doubt. He is Minte. Where were we? Minte isn't currently on the doubt list, so unless he's just recently picked up an injury, then Minte would probably definitely start. Could see a back 5 here to help Burn. I really hate seeing the back 5 as well. It didn't work under Bruce. I don't know why we've all of a sudden become quite defensive. It's not something that I like. I prefer the 4-3-3. I've said on countless occasions that between Eddie Howe's 4-3-3 and Alan Pardew's 4-3-3, I actually preferred Pardew's 4-3-3 because it was, for me, it was more attacking. To Eddie's 4-3-3, I don't know. There's just something. I love the 4-3-3 formation. I do love it in terms of attacking and going forward. I hate going 5 at the back when we're defending. I feel there's something a little off with that 4-3-3 of Eddie's, but I think Pardew had the perfect 4-3-3 when he was manager. Could they not play Trips at left back, Botman and Shah at centre back, Chow at right back? I would not drop Botman and Malik Chow as a centre back partnership. That would, for me, would be disastrous. They would have to stay at centre back. They are the main starters. They have to stay and be the starters for the rest of the season. Now, Fabian Shah has to make do with being a cup player or a sub for me. Same with Dan Burn as well. They are both aging. And for me personally, I think Malik Chow and Sven Botman are the best options for that role. Ideally, Emil Kraft is a natural right back. Kieran Trippier has played left back before. Why not give Trips and Kraft the chance to do something instead of having Burn out of position? I know Burn can play left back, but he is a natural centre back. So have Trips on the left, Emil Kraft on the right. You actually have proper players in those positions until Lewis Hall comes back. Which, yeah, in January, I think we're definitely going to have to go out and get another left back, a proper left back, and not have Burn going in at left back. I want us to go 4 at the back, but Burn, that could isolate Burn at left back. Yeah. Yeah, we have to go 4 at the back. I just don't. Seeing us go 5 at the back, especially when we're playing at home, that's what annoys me the most. We want to make teams fear us, not go out there and defend. We want to attack straight from the off. 4 at the back would give more attacking options. Exactly. Spot on. I know it's not a popular thing to say amongst many fans, but this guy, Anthony Elanga, me personally, I have not been impressed with him at all. The 2 Champions League games, by far, he has been the best man on the pitch. He was the best man on the pitch against Barcelona. He was the best man on the pitch against Union. League-wise, I've not been impressed with him. I haven't. I really haven't. He has not really done anything decent for me, personally. Again, Champions League, he has been the best man on the pitch for both games by a long shot. But in the league, he's been poor. He's just I don't know. There's just something about him that he's not clicking in the league for us. So, in terms of my predicted formation, obviously I'll keep the 4-3-3, but my starting lineup. Hey Pete, welcome in. Hope you're well. Nick Pope stays in goal. Malik Chow and Sven Botman stay in the centre-back partnership. On the right side of defence, I would put Emil Kraft in there. On the left side, I would put Kieran Trippier there. In the midfield 3, ideally I'd keep it the same. But there's the rumours saying that Joe Linton may get rested for Jacob Ramsey. I would keep it exactly the same, give Joe Linton about an hour, and then bring Jacob Ramsey on. The front 3, Gordon and Voltemada, I'll keep there. Elanga, I would probably swap out for Jacob Murphy. And that goes straight back to this insight here. Even though Jacob Murphy hasn't hardly been used as much, Jacob Murphy has created the most big chances for Newcastle with 2. He's also had the most shots on target as well. So for me, Jacob Murphy starts on the right wing. And then again, you're looking at around about the hour mark, depending on how the game's going. Maybe then bring on Elanga. But for me, I have not been impressed with Elanga so far. We will have a quick look at the other games in the Premier League that will be shown. And then I'll give you my score prediction. So on Saturday, the midday kickoff will be Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Oh, I kind of have a sneaky suspicion Forest might do something on that game, but I don't know. It's a weird one, really. I don't know. I don't know how that game will go. I feel Forest might do something, but the way they've been playing, and I think it's difficult. You have Newcastle, Brighton. Then you also have Burnley versus Leeds. That should be interesting. Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Manchester City versus Everton. That lot versus Wolves. That lot being Sunderland. Fulham versus Arsenal. Should be a decent one. Then on Sunday, you have Tottenham Hotspur versus Aston Villa. And Liverpool versus a certain person's favourite. Then on Monday Night Football, you have West Ham versus Brentford. If I was to pick a game of the weekend to watch, other than the Brighton versus Newcastle, definitely not that one. Probably would be the Fulham versus Arsenal game. I don't see that being too much of a big game, really. I mean, they're not as good as they used to be, so it'll be probably quite easy for them. Probably the Fulham versus Arsenal would be the match of the weekend to watch, other than Brighton versus Newcastle. Who? You want about this bunch, yeah? Yeah, I don't know who they are. I can't pronounce that name. Hamsters versus bees. Wacky versus the bumblebees on Monday night. Let's have a quick look at where are we? The overview. We got the overview. Where are we? Team of the week for last fixtures, round 7, matchday 7. Surprisingly, Lemons was the best goalkeeper. Munoz, Van Heck, Vardio, and Cucurella were the best defenders. Bruno and Caicedo were the best central midfielders. The best attacking midfielders were Marlon, Rice, and Semenyo, and Nick Voltemada was the best striker. So we got 2 players in the team of the week going by that. They don't really show a manager of the week. They just show the teams. Quick look at the league. You got Arsenal sitting on top of the league with 16 points. Liverpool behind, only a point behind, with 15 points. Spurs and Bournemouth, both on 14 points, have 3rd and 4th. And then Manchester City with 13 points in 5th. In the relegation zone, you have Burnley, West Ham, and Wolves rock bottom of the league. Wolves on 2 points. West Ham and Burnley both on 4. The highest rated player is Erling Haaland with 8.10. Anton Semenyo on an 8.08. I think Semenyo has been amazing so far this start of the season. I think he has been absolutely brilliant. And surprisingly, Nick Pope is the third best player in the league so far on a 7.72. Won't be another 7-0 Liverpool with the rat and work. Yeah. They've made their bed, now they've got to lie in it. How the saying goes. They wanted it. Well, the rat wanted it, and now he's got to deal with it. Lol. Pretty much my FPL team. The team of the week. If so, kudos to that. Bournemouth won't stay there. Past Rush Green on the way home. Quite a bit of activity at the Hamsters training ground this evening. Was wacky there. Top goal scorers so far this season: Erling Haaland on 9, Anton Semenyo with 6, and Jadon Anthony of Burnley on 4 is the third top goal scorer. But obviously, wait, if we just have a quick look at that. Yeah, you got Thiago also on 4 as well. One of those being a penalty goal. Ekatike with 3, Sarr with 3, Bowen with 3, and quite a lot of people with 3. Go back to that. Where are we? Top assists. Jack Grealish is the top assist at the moment. Well, he shares the top assist with Mohamed Kudus, both with 4, and Jeremy Doku has third place with 3. So, finally, we go on to... I can't stand seeing his name. For those that have come in late, Craig Paulson is our referee for the game. I absolutely can't stand him. But yeah, predictions. Drop your prescriptions. Yeah, drop your prescriptions as well. Drop your predictions in the chat or in the comments if you're watching at a later time. How you think this match is going to go? I really want a Newcastle win. But to remind you, we haven't beaten Brighton at the Amex since 2017. Last time we beat Brighton was in 2023. Brighton haven't lost to us in the last 5. I want to go for... It's a difficult one. It's really difficult. We're good defensive. They're good at scoring. It could end up being a draw. So I could very well agree with Julie on that one being a 1-1 draw. Julie's going 1-1, Minter and a Big Nick for the goals. Ian's going 2-1 to Newcastle. And Chippers will have a pack of Rohit. It's difficult. It's so difficult. Like the insights say that Brighton are very good at scoring. They scored 13 in the last 5. We've scored 11 in our last 5. Both good at scoring goals. We're very good at defending. It could very well be a draw. I think I'm leaning more towards a draw, so I'm probably going to agree with Julie and go with a 1-1 draw on that. If we were to win, The first scoreline that comes to my head is a 2-0. 2-0 win if we was to win. Should the inevitable happen and we lose, I would probably go for only a single goal defeat, 1-0 loss. But for my prediction, yeah, I'm going to go a 1-1 draw. I just hope we don't go 5 at the back. That's what I really don't want to see happen. Chippers is going for a 2-1 win. We have to win there eventually. Exactly, we do have to win there eventually. When's it going to happen, though? We haven't lost to them in the last 5. We haven't beaten them at the Amex since 2017. I want us to win. If we win, I say 2-0. If we lose, I say 1-0. If we draw, I say 1-1. I'm leaning more towards the draw based on how the season's gone so far. We're good at defending. They're good at scoring. We could cancel each other out on that. We have the joint best defense in the league. Exactly. That's what I mean. We're good defending. We are good defending. We could end up. It could cancel each other out. But I think 1-1 draw is what I'm going to go for. But I really want to see that 2-0 win. Wacky's going to go 3-2 to the Toon. You think we're going to get the free? You think we're going to get 3 goals? Can we score 3 goals against Brighton? I mean, the last time we beat them was the 4-1 win, so we got 4 past them that time. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm leaning towards the 1-0. And that pretty much wraps things up. So we'll jump back to this one. Hello. Yeah, I didn't actually know we had Champions League during the week. So Tuesday we have actually. Let's jump back to this screen a minute. If we jump to Champions League matches, we play on Tuesday against Benfica. Right, Tuesday against Benfica. Okay, so I'm not going to show you anything about that because I will do a Champions League show on, let's see, Tuesday, so Sunday. We'll do a Champions League show on Sunday and do a preview to the game against Benfica. That should be interesting and see how we can do in that game. Other than that, leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new. I have a little... where is it? Not that one. Go. Don't know why I did that. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the bell so you don't miss any content in the future. Also, hoping to possibly get out roughly maybe Saturday, possibly, if we're lucky. Obviously, a very special newscaster has returned, and he's got two very special winners, shall we say. Another person has entered the Farters Association Societies Club, and another one has finally come out of the closet, shall we say, and they will be revealed in an upcoming video of the new and improved Thor Awards show, possibly Saturday. But Sunday, we'll do another live show for the Champions League. And yeah, other than that, if you're watching at a different time, do leave your score predictions, not your prescriptions, your predictions in the comments below. Would you change the lineup? Leave them in below as well. I think that is it. So enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. The rest of your weekend, whatever. The weekend starts now. Why not? I've got one more day of work and then I've got 2 weeks off. So hip hip hooray for that. Yeah, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and comment, and share. Let's get the channel growing. Share it around. Get everyone in. I'll catch you in the next show, which will be on Sunday. You can follow me there on X. Drop us a follow. I will follow you back. Cut the music off there. And then you'll know exactly when I'm going to go live next. So thanks to everyone for coming in. Take care. See you later.